straight, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I been sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man, shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shooting my shot like A. Hit the red dot like A. Finger on the like A. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yukin. They sending shots, but somehow I just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G. You know I can't forget that I do it. Shoot my shot like A. Hit the red dot like A. Finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A. Hit the red dot like A.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. He breaks a tackle. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Nix from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Smash! 19 type.
Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Nix with it on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Chubb running out of the gun. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 28. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Cowboy 80.
Chubb going for the marker.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Throw caught by his running back. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. He's on the move. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 46.
On the play fake, it's Levis. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Like 13. Like 13.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go. Go.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hack, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Zero's down, 49 winger. Right 0, right 0.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brandon Jones up for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Levis. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Nix. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
22 window.
Throwing now on 1st down. Levis has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. It's the Raiders behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Defense showing blitz. Levis launches one deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Completed to Sutton. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Play action with Nix. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Nix off the play action. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll throw again. Nix. Cut by Sutton. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Like this before, Hand up.
Levis now on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they face second down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. 22 Linda, 22 Linda. At 40 Linda. What?
From the gun, Levis. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
454, right?
Levis here on first down. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. One last play before the break.
Right 24.
A final throw before the break. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders narrow the lead entering halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Yeah, and the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Nix with it on 1st. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Another carry for him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They give it to him again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
They give inside to Chubb. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Set up.
They're going to run for it with Chubb. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a 2nd. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Ready! Shot alert! Shot alert! Hot, hot.
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Mustang 19. Ready? Go!
Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Raider football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing.
Raiders 14.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Here we go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He puts some juice. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
Levis back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Shotgun now for Levis. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
They'll run now on second down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
There's a counter give to Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos holding on to a field goal lead. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Nix looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Now give right side to Chubb. Room inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Short. Here we go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
49, Mike 49. What?
From the 34. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be third down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Check out.
Again, it's Chubb. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver. on the floor. Big carbon here like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow up. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that bitch. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on the you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, glow. Them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, glow. Stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get 'em, glow. Standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
Mike 90. Hey, 40 Linda. Mike 49. Mike 49. What? Like 54, like 54. Here we go. What? 54, like 54. Like 24! 3 down! 4 down! Like 5-4! Like 5-4! What? Mo! 40 arena! What? zero! Mike zero! Zero's down, 90 down, 49 Raiderz! Mike 13, Mike 13! Mike 5-4, odd, heck! Mike 13, Mike 13! Zero's down, 49, heck! Mike 49! Mike 46! Mike 46! Hey, Mike 13! Mike 13! Crazy! Here we go, here we go, here we go! Connect! On! Connect! Mike zero! Mike zero! Mike 54! Crazy! Connect! 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 Mike 54! Yeah, Mike 54! Mike zero! On, Mike 49! Hold on, Mike 90! Get up! Come on, come on. Ahead. Like 90, like 90. Good head. Like 49. Like 49. Like 54, like 54. Hey, nay. Good head. Here we go. Diamond. 54, like 54. Like 24. Good head. Like 5-4. Like 5-4. Mo. 40 arena. Like zero. Army. Like 13. Like 5-4. Odd. Like, good head.